Hello, Victor here, RestoringMercedes.com, and this video is a little different from what I usually do. This is about Chrysler Force 50 horsepower outboard engine. Came from 1986 Bayliner. So basically, here's the situation. This is the outboard. Engine runs very nice actually for 86, but I think it was rebuilt. But anyway, so today I was minding my own business on the water and I hit the rock with the prop. Yeah, I do have a depth finder, but it just, I don't know, it's just like I hit the rock. The shallow water alarm didn't come on fast enough, I guess. I set it at like 5 feet and it came on after I hit the rock. But the thing is, I just caught it. So this is the video about what could happen and the extent of damage possible when you hit the rock with your propeller. I wasn't doing full speed. I was doing like about 10 miles an hour on the water, which is pretty slow, but obviously propeller spins fast. So here's where it hit it. You can see it, chunk of aluminum is missing, plus huge crack on the prop. Yeah, not cool. And what's the biggest bummer here is that it just hit one fin, and you know, this one maybe caught a little bit on this one, but I don't, yeah, it might have caught it because I think it was actually decently okay last time I checked the prop itself. This one was not touched actually. This one did not catch it. So basically it hit here. The engine jumped out from its holding position. Basically just like jumped. And that was the end of it. I had some cool kids, cool guys who actually gave me a tow back to Marina. But this is the extent of damage. So this is a drive shaft here from a, you know, obviously lower unit was removed because engine ran fine after that. So this is the drive shaft. This is the splines on the lower unit, and this is the upper part that goes into the power head. So what we have here is we have completely broken drive shaft here. This piece was up in the power head, which is great because splines didn't break, but the drive shaft twisted and broke off. And, you know, it's like somebody cut it, you know. So the good news is that I was able to remove this piece from the power head without disassembling exhaust and upper portion, like, you know, that was good. So, and I did actually take this drive shaft and put it back into a power head to see if the splines are still straight, and they are, which is nice. So this is one problem right here. Drive shaft just completely sheared off. Not cool. And another problem here is that this is the lower unit. All the gears look good, which is nice, and the bearings or anything, needle bearings here, everything spins, everything is nice. I think it was overhauled at some point, and yes, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it was taken apart before, because I can see that there's like aftermarket silicone and stuff like that. So yeah, somebody did something to it. So these are the gears, forward, reverse, shifter linkage here, some miscellaneous parts in this bag. The actual case is good, but I do have problem with the clutch. So yeah, I know this video is kind of weird. I'm doing this like right in these conditions, but I don't have any other time. This is a toy. This is not, you know, I have to work on cars. So basically the clutch selector here, this is the clutch, it just moves up and down on these splines. It's stuck. It's supposed to be a little ball over here. I removed it so not to lose it. It's a little guide ball. So the clutch is stuck. Now at this point I have sort of a prediction that the actual splines moved and now they're not straight, so therefore it is completely seized. And since it's seized, I have two options. I'm going to try to bang on it, see what happens. If I can at least free up this portion, remove it, then I will just get a shaft along. If that's not gonna happen, then I'm gonna have to have a complete piece replaced, the shaft and the actual clutch. So this is basically all. This is new to me. I never had boats. I had jet skis, but boats is something else. So this is where we are. Shaft looks okay. I mean, I don't think this engine had lots of hours on it because it has perfect compression. It pulls nice. But to recoup, the cases are good, gears are good, shifter linkages are good, the prop is bad, the propeller is bad to be replaced, drive shaft is bad to be replaced, and possibly the clutch and the rod, the actual shaft, to be replaced, possibly, most likely, because you see, if I'm gonna be banging on this, that's bad news because I'm gonna just deform it. And I'm sure this is hardened steel, so you don't really want to bang on it too much, otherwise you're gonna deform it and it's gonna be this, you know, it's gonna be not straight and it's gonna give you lots of disbalance and it's gonna just destroy the case. So in any event, it is bad situation. So this is what you get when you hit the rock with your prop, doing 10 miles an hour. And boating life, man, this is how it works. So this is what you can end up with. I mean, yes, of course there might be other scenarios, but this is what happened to me. And just, I guess, just put it out there and just for people to know what can possibly happen. Maybe some people get lucky that propeller gets damaged and you're still okay, but we're talking about 30-year-old drive shaft, so obviously it's tired, you know, it's old. So at this point it could have gave up because it's just old. So in normal circumstances, obviously it would have run, and it ran for 30 years. But given that it's been pretty much stopped by a rock and it just, you know, broke off. So this is it. This is the situation here. I mean, again, this is like really kind of like very late night, and you know, I just wanted to get this out of my head, just get parts ordered and move on to like working. This is just like just happened, and this is what can happen when you hit the rock. So the extent of damage, I don't know if anybody makes videos about these kind of old engines, because this is like pretty much antique, but it's old, reliable, you know, it runs and runs and runs like a locomotive. The simpler it is, the better it runs, because there is no electronics or anything like that. It's not V12 twin turbo engine. This is a very simple stuff, and like the way I see it is, it's been a while that I worked on something this old, and I gotta say, very primitive kind of setups, but they actually work and last, versus like these newer things and stuff. So okay, this is like some sort of a lyrical kind of speech, but this is all. This is a Force 50 horsepower engine made by Chrysler from Bayliner 1986, and that's what happened when I hit a rock with a prop and extent of damage. So this is all. This is Victor at RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.